You may enter.
Your ancestors' legacy will be difficult to match. I see now why you take so many ill-advised risks to enhance your own. But there is always more to an Arbiter's legacy than an enthralling saga. It is an Arbiter's duty to uphold public honor of the Sangheli, to foster honesty and enforce the laws of our ancestors.
Fostering honesty. I always thought that's what the Oath Wardens were for.
By the time we are contracted, it is more a matter of imposing it.
No doubt. But why me? Surely you do not believe I have any interest in sharing your fee.
What a thought. But nothing so creative. I come at a courtesy. This particular contract may be of concern to you, so it seemed wise to give you an opportunity to secure your interest before I proceed.
Then perhaps you should explain what interest I must secure. You informed Quad Vadami this concerned the trouble in the valley.
I did. It was the only way to persuade him to permit me.
Does this not concern the trouble in the valley? Because I have no interest in speaking to you about anything else.
If I explain myself, it does not mean I am the one who caused.
I love the tyrant less than I do liars. Know that if I punish you, it will be by my hand. I will not turn you over to her.
Then I have nothing to fear. My client was merely leading by your example. My client financed an expedition to Umba for a human female, a xenoarchaeologist by the name of Kili Iuska.
Naba, world of death. I have not heard of such a planet, and why should I care for your client and this human?
It is your concern. If this xenoarchaeologist is now in the valley, and if my client has also been the victim of human betrayal.
Also? Surely you mean to rouse suspicion upon the humans I allow in Vadam Valley. Those who live here are as honorable as I am.
I did not say my target lived here. Only that she is here now. I know you want to protect the reputation of your humans in residence by helping to hold her accountable.
What I want is to know why your target's arrival has drawn so many armigers into the streets, and how it has resulted in the destruction of an entire tenement island.
That was unavoidable. She attempted to hide in the crush warrens, and my floating eyes alarmed the incubating females. A band of angry males fired on the eyes, and I lost track of the target in the confusion. By the time the first armiger arrived, it was too late to recall them. I abandoned the entire fight.
Then the destruction of the tenement islands was your doing?
I never loosed a bolt. I left when the first armiger arrived. Whatever happened next, that was between the residents and the armigers.
A clever excuse.
I am still waiting to learn what this human is doing here on Sanghelios, and why you are hunting her.
I have already told you. I am hunting her because she broke her word.
If you want my help, you will have to be more forthcoming. And if you expect to leave Vadam Keep alive, you will waste no more of my time.
I will reveal as much as I am permitted to. If that is a waste of your time, you are welcome to try. But I will be leaving Vadam Keep in a manner of my own choosing. The human special area of study is protogenic civilizations.
Meaning?
Before the Forerunners. The xenoarchaeologist has been using the Muanesi military survey of uninhabited planets to identify targets of interest.
She's Oni then?
When there still was an Oni, but no longer. If she were an Oni operative, she would not need my client to finance her expedition to Unba.
Perhaps. Tell me more about this Naba.
It is a marginally survivable world in the out sectors. It is called Netherop by the humans. It drew the xenoarchaeologist's interest because there was a small surface battle early in the War of Annihilation, and the UNSC's after-action report referred to an ancient roadway, a buried city, and sophisticated vehicles that utilized legs instead of wheels. It seemed like a good candidate for exploration until her funding was cut short due to the tyrant.
And so your client stepped in.
He has a deep interest in xenoarchaeology. He knows this human's work, and he believes she will recast the field's understanding of protogenic civilizations. All he wants is to play a small part in her success.
I highly doubt that is all he wishes. After all, he sent an Oath Warden to force a research grant on an explorer.
She has already taken my client's funds. It is her part of the agreement I am here to enforce. She is to give my client first choice of any artifact she recovers.
After she reaches Naba, which she has not done,
Precisely.
then you are premature. She cannot give your client what she has not yet recovered.
True. Which is why there are allowances for clear intent, and look to our surprise when she did not rendezvous with my client and came here instead, to Vadam.
And where was she meant to be?
If I were to tell you that, you would know who my client is, which I am not free to reveal.
Then I see nothing left to discuss. Usei, Kola, see the Oath Warden now, please.
Perhaps if I were to mention who she has come here to see.
Olympia Vale. Spartan Olympia Vale. Enough of this, Oath Warden. You continue to placate me with nonsense, and I have requested for your departure many times in this conversation, and many times you have been bothersome to no end. Leave at your own will. Or don't leave at all.
But, Arbiter, I mean no offense in this conversation. After all, I have not finished my report of Mba, which you specifically asked me for, after all.
Then explain yourself. Who's the warden?
The xenoarchaeologist Kili Iuska discovered an ancient account suggesting the Mba civilization had been attacked by a Forerunner Guardian.
And now that she knows why the civilization vanished, she no longer wishes to journey to Naba?
Not at all. The Mba civilization survived, at least for a time. It was the Guardian that perished.
You don't mean...
This can't be.
I am beginning to see your point, Oath Warden. Please sit. We need to make plans.